Hello, this is Shue from Retro Game Japan. Today I want to show you a little bit about cleaning of the Super Famicom, which is the Japanese version of a Super Nintendo. So this console is about 15 years old. Not in great shape. It's pretty dirty all the way around, and yeah, it's dirty inside as well. And yeah, right now when I try to power it on, okay, let's do one more time. So power off, power on. So it's kind of getting, oh, it worked now, but it doesn't work this time. So something like that, you can easily clean. I need to take it apart. It's pretty easy to fix it. So let's try with a different game. This is Mario Kart. Okay, it's working now. So problem fixed. Oh no, it's not working. So let me show you. So I got two different carts right here, and then this is kind of regular cart with a regular number of the pin, and this is the advanced cart. It has a little more pins, and I think the problem would be just cleaning this part, on the side, the extra pins part needs to be clean. But since I'm gonna do, I'll do a little bit more detailed taking apart and stuff. Okay. Yeah, it works sometimes and it doesn't work sometimes. So yeah, in Retro Game Japan we sell a lot of video games, consoles, make sure everything works. And this is a process we go through. Sometimes it works on the regular cart, sometimes it doesn't work on the advanced cart. So you know, everything needs to be working condition. So let's get on and take it apart. So what I'm gonna use here today is this one. This is a gaming bit, 4.5 millimeter gaming bit. It looks like a star shape inside, and yeah, just use the regular screwdriver handle. And there's a 6 screws you need to open it. Let's go ahead and open it. When you have never done taking apart, I'll recommend take a, let's say, like snapshot of before and after, so that you ended up disassemble and assemble again, and then you don't left out with one extra screw. And it does happen quite often. So make sure you know where all the screw goes. So let's take apart. So unscrew 6 screws right there. And don't lose the screws. Put it in the right place. Okay, and then once you get inside, it will be a regular screws. So you use a regular screwdriver bit, just a regular one. And I will recommend this if this is the first time. Take a snapshot of the opened console where the screw goes. But first of all, take this thing apart. This is the eject switch. So pull this out. There's a little spring here, and take the whole thing out. Put it aside. And now, so inside of the Super Famicom there is two kind of screws. One is the silver one, and one is more like a gold blonde one. So first we take this apart. And I'm taking apart the older model of Super Famicom. There are different models in the Super Famicom, and older one has more screws, and then the sound thing is you can take it apart. That's basically the difference. They has a different motherboard inside. So there is the silver screws. So in this Super Famicom, both old and newer model. So right, this one and this part right there, that's the only full parts they put this they use the silver screw. But this time I'm not gonna touch this part at all. So once you're right here, you can take this ribbon cable and then take this one apart. Alright, so this part can come off. So what I'm gonna do is clean this part, and maybe clean this part, and then see what happens. Easy thing, very easy thing. Easy thing is using this right here, air duster. Dust it off. And then this part off. And while you're at it, you know, since you opened that, and then a lot of time you see a bunch of dust building up. So just pull it off, you know, since you're here, and then kind of take a look of this connection right here. Sometimes you see like a corroded, like a blue stuff on there. You can either take it off by like rubbing alcohol with a Q-tip, or maybe if it's really corroded, you know, I'll recommend to use something like white vinegar. Just you know, kitchen stuff you can buy at the grocery store for very, very cheap. But right now I'm just gonna use a Q-tip to clean. So the Q-tip, and then just rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, 70%. That's just enough. Just put in the, let's dip in a little bit, not too much, and then wipe it off. Okay. So this is usually just fine. If you don't see anything wrong with it, and then you look this one inside and out, and sometimes you see some things stuck inside of there. This one I don't see anything, but you know, you can use tiny like paper clips to take it off, and take it off because you know that might be a easy fix. But now take it back. This is you know, there's no way, you know, it's the same thing, so I'm just gonna put it in here and see what happens. So now cleaning is basically over in my part. What I'm gonna do is put this controller port back in the light way, and then plug it in. Okay, now let's see what happens. Yep, it works. So I want to do it a couple times, in and out. Make sure every time you go in, it works. Okay. Yeah, looks like it works fine. Before it was sometimes works or sometimes not, but this time it works just fine every time I try. So the problem was basically this part around the connection, you know, dust piled up and then, you know, interfering the connection. So I'm gonna put this together. Very easy. Do everything backwards. Take the control port out. This heat cover goes there. And then remember the silver screws goes on the side. So since Super Famicom is very old and so in Japan, you know, most of the people who played is basically kids. You know, didn't really take care of stuff back then, and you know, sit in the storage or attic just collecting the dust, and then now I have it. You know, in very dirty condition, and over time it's just, you know, start not working, but now it should work for a good amount of time after, you know, I cleaned that part. So let's put this one back on. So this is the eject. Basically this bar goes in both ways. And then this clip, you know, one side has to go in the hole right here in the bottom, and then the bar go in the middle, and then pull this other part back, and this is good. And there's a power switch right here. Yeah, very simple. A lot of Super Famicom Console, the problem is, you know, this connection part. That's very easy fix. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do. You know, if the, let's say the image is distorted or it's just you know, the color is different, you know, that's a different problem. Maybe like some in the motherboard chip is, you know, broken or something like that. So, you know, I can't really fix those kind of stuff because there's a lot of soldering involved. But this is easy fix. If you get a console that doesn't work but has a little bit of signal working in TV, I'm gonna try this one too first. And yeah, now this console didn't work. Now it's working condition. I will clean outside and it will go to hands of my customer. Okay, now all the 6 screws are in. Let's try it again. Okay. So, let's see. There you go. There you go. So, every time I try, it'll work. Okay. So, this one's fixed. Okay. Thanks for watching.